Welcome to the Gospel Road. We're going to look at Psalm 119. A little lengthy. That's what we're looking at today. It says, "Blessed are those whose way is blameless, who walk in the law of the Lord. Blessed are those who keep his testimonies, who seek him with their whole heart, who also do no wrong, but walk in his ways. You have commanded your precepts to keep diligently. Oh, that my ways may be steadfast in keeping your statutes. Then I shall not be put to shame, having my eyes fixed on all your commandments. I will praise you with an upright heart when I learn your righteous rules. I will keep your statutes. Do not utterly forsake me. How can a young man keep his way pure? By guarding it according to your word. With my whole heart I seek you. Let me not wander from your commandments. I have stored up your word in my heart, that I might not sin against you. Blessed are you, O Lord. Teach me your statutes. With my lips I declare all the rules of your mouth. In the way of your testimonies I delight as much as in all riches. I will meditate on your precepts and fix my eyes on your ways. I will delight in your statutes. I will not forget your word. Deal bountifully with your servant, that I may live and keep your word. Open my eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of your law. I am a sojourner of the earth. Hide not your commandments from me. My soul is consumed with longing for the rules at all times. You rebuke the insolent, accursed ones who wander from your commandments. Take away from me scorn and contempt, for I have kept your testimonies. Even though princes sit plotting against me, your servant will meditate on your statutes. Your testimonies are my delight. They are my counselors. My soul clings to the dust. Give me life according to your word. When I told of my ways, you answered me. Teach me your statutes. Make me understand the way of your precepts, and I will meditate on your wondrous works. My soul melts away from sorrow. Strengthen me according to your word. Put false ways far from me, and graciously teach me your law. I have chosen the way of faithfulness. I have set your rules before me. I cling to your testimonies, O Lord. Let me not be put to shame. I will run in the way of your commandments when you enlarge my heart. Teach me, O Lord, the ways of your statutes, and I will keep it to the end. Give me understanding that I may keep your law and observe it with my whole heart. Lead me in the path of your commandments, for I delight in it. Incline my heart to your testimonies, and not to selfish gain. Turn my eyes from looking at worthless things, and give me life in your ways. Confirm to the servant your promise, that you may be feared. Turn away the reproach that I dread, for your rules are good. Behold, I long for your precepts. In your righteousness give me life. Let your steadfast love come to me, O Lord, your salvation according to your promise. Then shall I have an answer for him who taunts me, for I trust in your word. And take not the word of truth utterly out of my mouth, for my hopes is in your rules. I will keep your law continually forever and ever. And I shall walk in a wide place, for I have sought your precepts. I will also speak of your testimonies before kings, and shall not be put to shame. For I find my delight in your commandments, which I love. I will lift my hands toward your commandments, which I love, and I will meditate on your statutes. Remember your word to your servant, in which you have made me hope. This is my comfort in my affliction, that your promise gives me life. The insolent utterly deride me, but I do not turn away from your law. When I think of your rules from of old, I take comfort, O Lord. Hot indignation seizes me because of the wicked who forsake your law. Your statutes have been my songs in the house of my sojourning. I remember your name in the night, O Lord, and keep your law. This blessing has fallen to me that I keep your precepts. The Lord is my portion. I promise to keep your words. I entreat your favor with all my heart. Be gracious to me according to your promise. When I think of my ways, I turn my feet to your testimonies. I hasten and do not delay to keep your commandments. Though the cords of the wicked ensnare me, I do not forget your law. At midnight I rise to praise you because your righteous rules. I am a companion of all who fear you, and those who keep your precepts. The earth, O Lord, is full of your steadfast love. Teach me your statutes. You have dealt well with your servant, O Lord, according to your word. Teach me good judgment and knowledge, for I believe in your commandments. Before I was afflicted, I went astray, but now I keep your word. You are good and do good. Teach me your statutes. The insolent smear me with lies, but with my whole heart I keep your precepts. Their fear is unfeeling like fat, but I delight in your law. It is good for me that I was afflicted, that I might learn your statutes. The law of your mouth is better to me than thousands of gold and silver pieces. Your hand made a fashion me. Give me understanding that I may learn your commandments. Those who fear you shall see me and rejoice because I have hope in your word. I know, O Lord, that your rules are righteous, and that in your faithfulness you have afflicted me. Let your steadfast love comfort me, according to your promise to your servant. Let your mercy come to me that I may live, for your law is my delight. Let the insolent be put to shame, because they have wronged me with your falsehood. As for me, I will meditate on your precepts. Let those who fear you turn to me, that they may know your testimonies. May your heart be blameless in your statutes, that I may not be put to shame. My soul longs for your salvation. I hope in your word. My eyes long for your promise. I ask, when will you comfort me? For I have become like a wineskin in the smoke, yet I have not forgotten your statutes. How long must your servant endure? When will you judge those who persecute me? The insolent have dug pitfalls for me, that they do not live according to your law. All your commandments are sure. They persecute me with falsehood. Help me. They have almost made an end of me on earth, but I have not forsaken your precepts. In your steadfast love, give me life, that I may keep the testimonies of your mouth. Forever, O Lord, your word is firmly fixed in the heavens. Your faithfulness endures to all generations. You have established the earth, and it stands fast. By your appointment, they stand this day. For all things are your servants. If your law had not been my delight, I would have perished in my affliction. I will never forget your precepts, for by them you have given me life. I am yours, save me, for I have sought your precepts. The wicked lie in wait for me, but I consider your testimonies. I have seen a limit to all perfection, but your commandment is exceedingly broad. Oh, how I love your law! It is my meditation all the day. Your commandment makes me wiser than my enemies, for it is ever with me. I have more understanding than all my teachers, for your testimonies are my meditation. I understand more than the aged, for I keep your precepts. I hold back my feet from every evil way in order to keep your word. I do not turn aside from your rules, for you have taught me. How sweet are your words to my taste, sweeter than honey to my mouth. Though through your precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way. Your word is a lamp to my feet, a light to my path. I have sworn an oath and confirmed it to keep your righteous rules. I am severely afflicted. Give me life, O Lord, according to your word. Accept my free will offering of praise, O Lord, and teach me your rules. I hold my life in your hands continually, but I do not forget your law. The wicked have laid a snare for me, but I do not stray from your precepts. Your testimonies are my heritage forever, for they are the joy of my heart. I incline my heart to perform your statutes forever to the end. I hate the double-minded, but I love your law. You are my hiding place and my shield. I hope in you. Depart from me, you evildoers, that I may keep the commandments of my God. Uphold me according to your purpose, that I may live, and let me not be put to shame in my hope. Hold me up, that I may be safe, and have regard for your statutes continually. You spurn all who go astray from your statutes, for your cunning is in vain. All the wicked of the earth you discard like dross. Therefore I love your testimonies. My faith trembles, my flesh trembles for fear of you, and I am afraid of your judgment. I have done what is just and right. Do not leave me to my oppressors. Give your servant a pledge of good. Let not the insolent oppress me. My eyes long for your salvation, and for the fulfillment of your righteous promise. Deal with your servant according to your steadfast love, and teach me your statutes. I am your servant. Give me understanding, that I may know your testimonies. It is time for the Lord to act, for the law has been broken. Therefore I love your commandments above gold, above fine gold. Therefore I consider all my precepts to be right. I hate every false way. Your testimonies are wonderful, therefore my soul keeps them. The unfolding of your words give light. It imparts understanding to the simple. I open my mouth and pant because I long for your commandments. Turn to me and be gracious, as is your way with those who love your name. Keep steadfast my steps according to your promise, and let no iniquity get domain over me. Redeem me from man's oppression, that I may keep your precepts. Make your face shine upon your servant, and teach me your statutes. My eyes shed streams of tears, because people do not keep your law. Righteous are you, O Lord, and right are your rules. You have appointed your testimonies in righteousness and in all faithfulness. My zeal consumes me, because my foes forget your words. Your promise is well tried, and your servant loves it. I am small and despised, yet I do not forget your precepts. Your righteousness is righteous forever, and your law is true. Trouble and anguish have found me out, but your commandments are my delight. Your testimonies are righteous forever. Give me understanding that I may live. With my whole heart I cry, answer me, O Lord. I will keep your statutes. I call to you, save me, that I may observe your testimonies. I rise before dawn and cry for help. I hope in your words. My eyes are awake before the watches of the night, that I may meditate on your promise. Hear my voice according to your steadfast love. O Lord, according to your justice give me life. They draw near who persecute me with evil purpose, that they are far from your law. But you are near, O Lord, and all your commandments are true. Long have I known from your testimonies, that you have founded them forever. Look at my affliction and deliver me, for I do not forget your law. Plead my cause, and redeem me. Give me life according to your promise. Salvation is far from the wicked, for they do not seek your statutes. Great is your mercy, O Lord. Give me life according to your rules. Many are my persecutors and my adversaries, but I do not swerve from your testimonies. I look at the faithless with disgust, because they do not keep your commandments. Consider how I love your precepts. Give me life according to your steadfast love. The sum of your word is truth, and every one of your righteous rules endures forever. Princes persecute me without cause, but my heart stands in awe of your words. I rejoice at your word like one who finds great spoil. I hate and abhor falsehood, but I love your law. 7 times a day I praise you for your righteous rules. Great peace have those who love your law. Nothing can make them stumble. I hope for your salvation, O Lord, and I do your commandments. My soul keeps my testimonies. I love them exceedingly. I keep your precepts and testimonies, for all my ways are before you. Let me cry, come before you, O Lord. Give me understanding according to your word. Let my plea come before you. Deliver me according to your word. My lips will pour forth praise, for you teach me your statutes. My tongue will sing of your word, for all your commandments are right. Let your hand be ready to help me, for I have chosen your precepts. I long for your salvation, O Lord, and your law is my delight. Let my soul live and praise you, and let your rules help me. I have gone astray like a lost sheep. Seek your servant, for I do not forget your commandments. Psalms 119. Like I said, it was a little long. Leading, learning, understanding, gaining knowledge, applying what you're learning. It's really what you get out of that. It's sharing that information that you have. You are trying to be the best that you can. You're trying to gain the knowledge that you need to accomplish what you need to do, where you need to go, what you need to become. How strong are you doing that? I know I've said this before, but we need to be learning something new daily. Not only that, what you are doing, you need to learn it the best that you can. I know I've shared this before, but I remember someone telling me this years ago in my early days. So, I've been in radio for about 10 years. So this is about 20 years ago. And I had someone tell me how I was a sponge. I'm wanting to soak up the knowledge. I want to know how things work. In fact, that even goes back to when I was a kid and my dad told me that I wanted to know how their record player worked. So I found a screwdriver. We're talking under 5. And I took it apart. Yes, I got in trouble. Yeah, I'm sure I was spanked. I don't remember. But it was my curiosity, wanting to know how that worked. Why does the record player do its job? As I'm learning what I do for what my career has been for 30 years, I'm wanting to know how that works. Yes, I could be doing on air. Yes, I could be doing promotions. Yes, I could be dealing with more of the programming in radio. Just like you could be in insurance, and it's learning all the ins and outs, not just being the agent, but even how the underwriting works for the insurance. Gaining that knowledge to understand how it all comes together. I knew, for me, I wanted to know how it worked, how the idea, the philosophy came together of radio, not just the broadcast, but behind the scenes with all of the different departments, including engineering. My thought was, if I ended up having a problem and I ended up being in management and there was a problem with the station, I'm able to have a conversation with the engineer. Not that I can come up with the answer or fix it, but better explain what the issue is when we're having that conversation. At the same time, on the sales side, on the promotion side, knowing how it comes together, going, okay, this is what you're trying to do, but we need to try and do it maybe a little, here's the twist. Do it like this, as you're trying to figure out how to put things together to make it work for the client, to make it work for the station, because our goal for us being in radio is getting the ears, the people to listen. TV, getting the viewers, the people to watch. The insurance, getting the people to sign up for a policy. Whatever it is, you have your goal of here's what we need. A retail store, getting people to come into the front door to buy what they're selling, what they're offering. How do all those pieces come together? Now, you're not learning that so you can do everything and nobody else can do a job, because that's not going to work. You can't do all of it. People need to be able to you need a team. You need help to pull things together to make things work, but then it's understanding how that team works so you can have that camaraderie. You can have the teamwork. So now how we can make these departments work together to come with that strong execution to get to what our goal is, what you need at the end of the day. So you want to learn, you want to gain knowledge, you want to understand, you want to be able to pull these pieces together, and not only in your area, your department, but even to where you can help somebody in another department. Again, not having all the answers, but helping them to have an idea to help them form that of where they need to go with that and what they need to do with that. Working together, learning, understanding. We're always going to be learning no matter what until we die. Being inquisitive, wanting to understand. God even made us that way. God wants us to ask questions. God wants us to be inquisitive. That's how we gain our wisdom. That's how we are able to share that wisdom with others. That's how we can become better. That's how I can become better. That's how we can help others become better, to do better at what they're doing. That's how we can become better personally and professionally in our job, at home, with our friends. That's how it comes. That wisdom allows us to gain. Again, one mouth, two ears. Listen twice as much as you talk. Not to the pieces that you just want to hear. You have to listen to that big picture to gain that understanding. And a lot of times you will have to listen to something more than once, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 times, because there could be so much information you might miss something, or you might have misheard it the first time, hear it the second time, to then go, wait a minute, no, I kind of missed that then. This is what it meant. Psalms 119. That is what we looked at today. It's, again, a little lengthy, but read it for yourself and see how it speaks to you and how you can take that and apply that to your daily life, how you can apply that to your work ethic, how you can apply that to your principles, to how you can apply that to how you are ranking the importance of what you need to do. To be better, to do better, to get things done that need to be done. You're setting those priorities. How can this help you with setting the priorities? To being better in all three, spiritual, personal, and professional. Make them come together. Psalms 119. Read that. Thank you for listening to The Gospel Road. Have a great day. God bless.